Let I just die. Tell me now, is it so? Don't let me be the last to know. My hands are shaking. Don't let my heart be breaking. Just die.
WSMU, Camp Lejeune, W246CJ, Jacksonville.
Fox News, I'm Chris Foster. Donald Trump today becomes the first former president charged with federal crimes, accused of trying to hide and keep classified documents taken from the White House. The arraignment's in Miami.
President Trump expected to show up here to appear in court around 3 o'clock this afternoon. Here at the courthouse, Miami city officials say they have layered plans in place to deal with the crowds.
Fox's Jonathan Seri. Human remains were found at the scene of a tanker truck fire on Sunday that destroyed an I-95 overpass in Philadelphia.
Family members have identified the deceased driver as 53-year-old Nathaniel Moody, a husband, father, and Army veteran. Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg said, "We are fortunate there were not more human casualties. The supply chain, however, will be significantly impacted."
Fox's Jackie Ibanez. At least 9 people are shot and wounded in Denver. A suspect's in custody, also shot. Crowds had been out celebrating the Denver Nuggets' first NBA title. America's listening to Fox News.
Freedom 97.1 WSME.
Live and local. Real talk starts now.
Welcome to Right Now. It's Tuesday. It's the 13th of June, the year 2023. Good morning. I'm Rayford Brown.
I'm Kelly Knapp.
And I'm Lee Barrows.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to talk to a lawyer and have him or her present with you while you are being questioned. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you before any questioning if you wish. You can decide at any time to exercise these rights and not answer any question. Do you understand your rights as I have explained them to you? Having these rights in mind, are you willing to answer my questions now?
Always.
1996, the Supreme Court came down with the Miranda warning, said that's the way it will be from this day forward. Police officers, before they ask you any questions, that if you are a suspect, there are all sorts of things there, but if you are a suspect in a crime and before you are asked any questions, law enforcement officers will give you your Miranda warning. Pretty much every cop carries that exact warning in their ID case.
1996?
1966, I'm sorry.
Okay, I was going to say, I started to
Yeah.
say, hold up, Ray, because I remember as a kid playing, cops and stuff and telling my my perpetrators, right to remain silent when I was
You
a
did
kid.
not just use that word, did you?
Tell those perps.
Oh,
When I was a kid, I would arrest my neighbor.
1966.
Okay,
Yes, it
that
was.
makes sense.
I had to chuckle because I thought you were getting ready to read a different Miranda rights. Because I
No.
thought, oh no.
There was the revised Miranda warning.
Yes.
Are you being serious now?
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
You have the right to swing first. However,
Okay.
any move you make, Kenny, will be used as an excuse to beat the stuffing out of you.
Oh, I like that one. Okay.
No.
We could use that, Kelly, huh? With
Mhm.
some people we know.
Yeah, but anyway. Welcome back. Where you been, girl? You been on vacation or something?
No, I wish. No, I have been on very, very strict bed rest. And my doctor, who is so amazing, agreed to let me suffer in bed versus admitting me, which is what she was going to do.
Mm.
But on the agreement that if the medicine didn't work, I had to
Yeah.
go in. But I'm
Well.
here. Medicine is kicking my tail and taking names, but I'm going to persevere.
Well, you're gonna make
I
it.
can
You'll-
walk
you'll
now,
be
so
fine.
that's a plus.
Yep. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's like I said, I'm glad you're back because I just felt like over the last week we've needed some extra counseling around here.
Oh my God.
I'm back.
Yeah, we certainly did, and it continued on yesterday too.
Yes,
So, but
yes.
whatever. Two men who were active duty members of the Marine Corps when they stormed the U.S. Capitol pleaded guilty yesterday to riot-related criminal charges. Joshua Abate and Dodge Dale Helonen, whatever, are scheduled to be sentenced in September by U.S. District Court Judge Anna Reyes. Both pleaded guilty to misdemeanor count of parading, demonstrating, or picketing in a Capitol building. Many Capitol rioters are military veterans, but only a few were actively serving in the armed forces when they joined a mob's attack on January 6, 2021. A third active duty Marine, Micah Coma, who also is charged with Abate and Helonen. Conan pleaded guilty to the same misdemeanor charge in May. He's scheduled to be sentenced by Reyes on August 30th. They face a maximum sentence of 6 months of imprisonment, not likely going to occur. I'm hoping, as of May 19th, the Marines are still in service. No additional information available yesterday.
Wonder if they were still in pending the outcome of this.
Yeah, well, authorities arrested the three men in January. One was in Maryland, Coomer was in Oceanside, and Helonen in Jacksonville, Camp Lejeune.
What day of the week was January 6th? It was a Saturday, wasn't it?
No, it was a weekday. I remember that.
How did they all get off work? Did they
I
just take
don't
leave?
know,
You can't-
whatever.
Okay. Well, the one from Oceanside would have, if he was,
I don't know where he was at the time.
okay,
You know,
if he was
we-
stationed there, he would have had to
Close,
fly.
right.
Yeah,
But they could have all been here and road tripped it up.
Well, that's Bank of America because they were checking everybody's cards and anybody used an ATM card in that vicinity at the time, they were turning the names over to the FBI.
Well,
which
don't
I think is an invasion.
I don't use
well,
Bank of America. So I don't like them.
I
But
don't
I
use
don't
them.
even.
Yeah.
I fired
But-
them.
My mother passed away. I closed her account, and that's the last I've had to do with them.
I got rid of them years ago when they deposited my paycheck into somebody else's account.
Mm.
Let me tell you what a fiasco that was.
Oh, I can imagine.
I about burned that place to the ground. Yeah. I eventually got my money back, but let me tell you, it was not as easy as you think.
That was like one of my checks that got put into somebody else's account, and it took 9 months to get it
It
straightened
is
out.
awful.
A Beulaville man sentenced after prosecutors say 4 people died in overdose deaths after he sold them crack cocaine laced with fentanyl.
Oh.
Marshall Scarborough was given just over 16 and a half years in federal prison during sentencing in Elizabeth City. The U.S. Attorney's Office said the overdose deaths all happened on the same day in April 2021, 3 in Duplin, the other in Columbus County. The judge also ordered the 65-year-old Scarborough to pay the funeral expenses for the victims.
Oh wow. I bet that never gets paid, but I
Of
hear
course
you.
not.
I'm telling you, people don't realize what fentanyl is in.
And
Yeah.
you know what? There's a series on TV right now where some people, I forgot what it's called, Turn of the River or whatever it is,
Mhm.
one of those Netflix things. And over there in the Azores, a drug-laden, cocaine-laden sailing boat was taking on water and a
Mhm.
bunch of cocaine. They had so much stuff on board. It was the seas. You would have been seasick watching the video.
I'm seasick thinking about it.
And
Yeah.
started throwing the drugs overboard, and they all the drugs floated. They all floats. They're in plastic bags.
Yeah.
I've was in Bahamas with that,
hmm
and they all floated ashore, and they
Oh,
were
wow.
picked up by the locals on this little island in the Azores. And of course, they were in cocaine heaven. Yada
Yeah.
yada yada. Well, one team of ne'er do wells, they started picking them up, and they got hundreds and hundreds of kilos of this stuff.
hmm
So they were started to sell it. Well, one of the idiots, he said, well, I can make more money. I'll take my share. And he laced it with something that gives you diarrhea and causes all sorts of other issues. So people from judges to everybody were getting viciously sick.
What was the point of that?
Because he could spread the wealth. He can, he could sell it for the same amount with a little bit less cocaine
Oh, I see
in
what you're
it.
saying. So he cut it.
Yeah, he
basically.
cut it.
Okay. All right.
And you just never know what you're going to get when you go buy street drugs. I'm going to tell you
Oh, I
that
agree
right
with
now.
that.
Now, this stuff here called fentanyl,
hmm Fentanyl's been even in the marijuana here in Onslow County, guys. It's not in just pills.
it gives you,
Yeah.
because they figure that, hey, I can make my marijuana much more potent by putting a little bit of this stuff in it. It's like they were doing 8-balling back in the day
Yeah, I know what
with
that is.
with
Yep.
heroin and cocaine.
Yep.
The people were not getting enough bang for their buck
Mhm.
with pot now. So some of the folks, just a little grain or 2 or 3 of fentanyl in it, and that'll send them over the edge. And it's also killing people. And you're frying your brain. We all know that right up front. So street drugs, never, ever, ever. Bad enough to get drugs at your drugstore
hmm
that are made in China. But this mess is like, whoa.
Well, let me tell
Scary.
you what I found out yesterday. I was talking to someone and they had a family member, and I never thought, I've always wondered about this, but this is the first time I've heard someone actually say it, because I've even brought this up in meetings where I've been with colleagues and stuff and said, this has got to be a thing. And yesterday I confirmed it. A lot of cancer patients are given fentanyl patches. I don't
Yeah.
know if you realize that, prescribed by a doctor.
Yes, all right, right.
And that's to help relieve pain. They had a family member who had a fentanyl patch for cancer, like aggressive cancer. And I guess they had stated that the patch didn't work. I don't know what that meant. Like at one of them, they put one on, it didn't seem to be helping. So they thought the patch was bad, so they took it off. And then they put another one on. Well, they
Without-
didn't wipe.
Without the doctor's knowledge.
Well, they wipe where the other patch was.
Mhm.
They overdosed and died.
Mm.
And it's very sad. I mean, it's, the family member has, is a lot of remorse. And they said, and the doctor said, they said, we neglected to tell you that if you're going to, and it wasn't like they kept it on for 3 hours and let me add, no, they put it on. It wasn't doing something, sticking right or whatever. Within a few minutes, they're like, no, we got to take it off and apply a new one. But they did not wipe between. And I've always wondered about that. Now I know, that is that. And it was too much fentanyl on that sticky one. I would never use a fentanyl patch.
No, I know.
Like I said, I won't let
don't
them
want
give me
anything
fentanyl.
to do with fentanyl whatsoever.
I had
And I know that when they put me under,
Yeah.
there's a good chance that I will have a controlled quantity of fentanyl used.
I tell them no. I tell them no every time when I have surgery. I had a family member have fentanyl earlier this year, and I lost my mind. But when I go in for pre-op, I tell them, do not give me fentanyl. I don't want it. It's just, I don't care what they say. They judge it by weight. But I'm a prime example of the fact that medicine affects people differently.
Yeah.
And just because I weigh the same as, 100 other people, and you give us all 100 the same dose, doesn't mean I'm going to react the same. And fentanyl is something that scares me more than any other
Yeah,
drug.
Absolutely should.
So, no, I don't. I tell them no. So,
Anyway.
and people don't realize they have the right to tell in a pre-op appointment. You have a right to say what medicines you do or don't want,
Yep.
and ask what they're giving you because they know in advance what they're going to give you. It's already spelled out in your paperwork. Ask them. Say, what are you giving me for pain? What are you giving me during surgery? You know, what are you
Yep.
putting me to sleep with? And if you don't want something, tell them you don't want it. You
Yeah.
can decline medicine. I've fought a nurse before over that. Like,
Oh,
I won my fight. Like, don't give it to me.
my goodness.
Important stuff.
Coming up here in a few minutes, we got a couple of gentlemen coming in here. We're going to talk about fishing. We're going to talk about something good today. A redfish tournament coming up this weekend.
Okay.
Another one. Mike Mattis, who's a big redfish enthusiast, and he's organized a lot of these tournaments. And Tideline Marine, George Papistrat's going to be in here, both of them, because Tideline is sponsoring this tournament. So this should be interesting for those of you. And it's for, people don't understand how important our industry is to us, our fishing industry.
Right.
So it's it's fundraising. It's also fun. So we've got a number of tournaments in the area. We'll be talking with another gentleman tomorrow about another fishing tournament right here in the Onslow Bay area. Onslow Bay runs from Cape Lookout down to Cape Fear, by the
It
way.
does.
That's a Onslow. All is Onslow Bay. We got the name for it, so that's
Onslow
pretty
Bay.
cool.
Big Rock was
Yeah.
hopping yesterday.
Yeah.
And there's where I was going next. Did I
Oh,
see something
wow.
about Lieutenant Governor was there?
I was watching the feed and I saw him walk right across.
Mm.
But no one ever interviewed him or, it was,
I haven't seen anything about it this morning.
I could swear it was him. I swear it was
Who?
him and
Mark
Mark
Robinson.
Robinson.
He spoke at the you're talking about the NCC?
Big Rock yesterday.
Oh, the Big Rock. Oh,
Yes. It was about 12-ish,
Yeah.
12:15.
Hmm.
I swear it was him. I
Yeah,
may be
well,
wrong,
I
but
don't know.
it looked just like, and people were calling out to him, and I was like,
it must
Well,
have been.
it
If they were
must-
calling
must
out
have
to
been
him,
him.
it was him.
yeah.
Good for
Uh,
him.
The foundation, by the way, the Big Rock Foundation, one of the largest charitable organizations in the East,
Mm-hmm.
has given away $8.5 million donations, raking in $1 million from the tournament last year.
Nice.
$1 million last year they got, and they paid out people.
Yeah.
The 65th annual tournament's setting up to be another record-breaking year.
It was yesterday.
Yep,
One of the
started
boats got
yesterday.
struck by lightning.
One of the boats got hit
April,
by
May.
lightning, but kept on coming.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
April, May. She's still out there. April, May.
That's hardcore right
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, and a fish weighed yesterday was 407 pounds.
470 pounds.
470 pounds.
The first one that was brought in was the Dancing Outlaw. They were first to hook up
Mhm.
but when they got it to the dock, it only weighed 396, which
Not
is 4
enough.
pounds under the legal limit
Yep,
for the contest.
Oh,
So
no
it-
way.
it
That's
was
awful. What a
so-
bummer.
it does not count.
No, it does not
Oh,
count.
that's crushing.
They were crushed.
I
Oh,
would be
I'm sure.
crushed. I'm crushed for me. I don't even know him.
They asked the angler, "How do you feel?" He says, "Right," and they were getting ready to weigh. He says, "Right now, I'm just trying to keep from throwing up."
Oh,
Bless
oh, that's so sad.
Yes.
So anyway, that's going on. You can follow the action on the VHF radio, or if you don't have a VHF radio, you can Google the Big Rock fishing tournament, Big Rock Marlin tournament, and there will be things to look at and listen live. Look
Yes.
at the visual is in the afternoon during the weigh-in,
Yes.
but you can listen all day long to Captain Randy Ramsey as he responds to the boats every day that are out there fishing when they call in that they're hooked up or whatever. And as we did yesterday, we
We
caught him
did
at
the
8
prayer.
o'clock when they had the opening prayer. So, you can do the same thing and just keep it down in the background while you're working all day long. It's kind of fun.
They have a new thing this year too, where they several of the boats have capabilities of getting on like a Zoom with the headquarters, and so you can actually talk to them by video while
Really?
they're out there on the seas. And they called this one captain, and he was rocking back and
Oh,
forth.
no.
I mean, that big old boat of his was choo, choo, back and forth. I was like, hang on. They said it was really rough out there at certain times yesterday. So.
Yeah, yesterday was kind of on the choppy side, and we'll kind of keep listening and monitoring for them today in case something happens.
Yeah, it was really bad yesterday listening to them on the VHF channel because somebody's mic kept getting stuck. And guess what? It was headquarters.
Headquarters.
That's how it turned out to be.
Uh-oh.
Later in the
Oh,
afternoon,
my.
they finally realized it was their mic that was sticking so bad.
Just put another radio there.
And sometimes you hear a lot of the, I'm gonna say Chinese that are out there fishing. They get, they'll overlap that band.
A lot of them are coming in, coming to the state port for various events and bringing cargo and stuff in. You hear that every year.
Yes.
So it's
you'll listen sometimes. Well, it wasn't as bad yesterday, but I remember last year it was all day.
It was. Let's take a break. Do a little bit of weather. When we come back, right after the break, we'll tell you how the weather going to be. You're live and local Real Talk Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM, WSME.
Welcome to Allstate, where you can save just by being you. DriveWise and the Allstate mobile app gives you personalized driving feedback. And by adding it to your policy, you can save for driving safe just by being yourself. Allstate. Here, better protection costs a whole lot less. You're in good hands at Allstate. Click, call, or visit allstate.com to save today. Not available in every state. Savings based on DriveWise and other state government discounts. Terms and conditions. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
This is a business's journey. Sometimes it feels like you're going 100 miles an hour, barely keeping up. But to cruise through challenges, you need someone who's right there with you. That's what Dell Technologies advisors do. They have the Windows PCs and tech advice you need to get past whatever's in front of you and get where you want to go. Call an advisor today at 877-ASK-DELL. That's 877-ASK-DELL. A start to a simpler experience with Windows 11 Pro.
Mills International Incorporated, your local Cub Cadet dealer, is ready for spring, and you should be too, with the Cub Cadet Ultima Series. See how these zero-turn mowers have stepped up from a traditional lap bar to a familiar steering wheel experience for stability on a variety of terrains, including hills up to 20 degrees. Unlock the possibilities of your lawn with the Cub Cadet Ultima Series. Head to your local Cub Cadet dealer, Mills International Incorporated, at 801 South Queen Street in Kinston for exceptional offers, expert advice, and superior service.
A plan every adult family member should is the pre-arranged funeral. It's the worry-saving thing to do for your family. Making pre-arrangements helps to alleviate the additional stress on family members that can come with arranging a loved one's funeral. Jones Funeral Home's prepaid funeral plan helps remove confusion. They make a practical evaluation of costs possible, and it's the best way to take an unpleasant task off the shoulders of the family. Call Jones Funeral Home at 455-1281.
With locations in Jacksonville, Richland, Swansboro, and Holly Ridge.
When Ronnie Watson and Steve Matthews first came to Emerald Isle, they came by ferry or private boat because there was no bridge. As the area grew, Ronnie Watson became mayor. And since that beginning, the Emerald Isle and Atlantic Beach area has continued to grow and is one of the top family beaches on the East Coast. In 1978, Ronnie and Steve formed Watson Matthews Real Estate and joined the residential development of Emerald Isle. They were the developers of several residential subdivisions, including Land's End, Emerald Plantation, and played a part in the development of Emerald Landing, Royal Oaks, Stop Ridge, and several others. Steve realized that the spectacular growth would not have been possible without the community, military families, and neighbors. Watson Matthews Real Estate, serving Emerald Isle and the Atlantic Beach area since 1978. Phone 252-354-2872. Online at watsonmatthews.com.
After a long day, who wants to spend time in the kitchen? Let the Burrow Restaurant simplify your life and do the cooking for you. Family dinners that will please even the pickiest palate. Place your to-go order at the Burrow's Facebook page. Tell us if there's a special pickup time or any other instructions, and we'll take care of the rest. And craft cocktails to go. Restrictions apply. Ask for details. Simplify your life with help from the Burrow Restaurant, 109 Front Street in historic downtown Swansboro.
If your plans include hitting the road this year to do some traveling, make sure a visit to Silent Service Center is on your to-do list. Travel safety starts with the tires on your vehicle, and a visit to Silent Service Center will give you peace of mind with the best value in all name brand tires and the largest selection of used tires in this area. In addition to quality tires, Silent Service Center is a North Carolina inspection station and does complete brake service, oil changes, and alignment service. Silent Service Center, 1707 Lejeune Boulevard, Jacksonville, and 108 West Main Street, Havelock. Phone 910-353-4760.
It's live and local. Real talk on Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM, WSME.
And thanks to all of our sponsors, all the folks that advertise with us here on WSME and live and local Real Talk, including Tideline Marine right here in Jacksonville on the banks of the New River at 159 Old Bridge Street in downtown Jacksonville. For all of your boating and fishing needs, for your if you're looking for some advice on some kind of tackle that you want to get, as one gentleman came in Saturday saying, listen, I just moved here and all I've ever fished in are lakes. I've heard about all this Spanish mackerel stuff and they say it's easy to catch. What do I need? So we walked him through it. We hooked him up. Not a bunch of expensive stuff. You don't want to overload somebody and have them have a bad feeling. And sometimes you can take too much tackle offshore unless you know what you're doing. You can add to it later on, and you can try out new stuff. But go with the basics first, the things that are kind of like guaranteed to bring home the bacon.
Correct.
That will be Clark spoons and your Zuri deep divers. Clark spoons come in a variety of colors, colorings, gold and silver being the two basic, but you need both. Why? Because the fish, believe it or not, sometimes of the day and some angles of the sun, they hit on one lure and not the other. They can be side by side and they will constantly pick one or the other. Once you find out what they're hitting on, change that other one out.
Makes sense.
Put the other lures on. So you will be doing the same thing. You'll increase your chances of catching some fish. And that's what the folks at Tideline Marine will tell you. And they'll also tell you how to hook those things up. And because there's a right way and there's a wrong way, and the wrong way will guarantee you will do nothing but lose your lures. Spanish mackerel have very sharp teeth, and they can bite through very fragile fishing line. And they will sometimes swallow the hook, shall we say. So you got to be careful. And too much hardware on a lure, like a big old swivels here and this kind of stuff there and clasp and whatever, they go after the big stuff too. They'll go after the tackle, and then they'll bite that and cut you off, and it won't get caught.
I cry.
So anyway, that's the kind of stuff that you can learn by asking the people who do the fishing in this area. And Tideline gets his information, where to fish, what to fish for, and what to fish with, from some of the pro anglers. They always stop by Tideline, share their experiences, and Tideline's also, since it's an official way station with the North Carolina Marine Fisheries, that sometimes they bring in big fish so they can get citations for them. Citations not being like a traffic citation, citations being like, hey, you're an attaboy.
Oh, okay, the good
So
kind.
the good kind.
Okay.
So anyway. Offshore today, northwesterly winds 5 to 10 knots, becoming westerly late this morning, then becoming southerly early this afternoon, and southwesterly 10 to 15 later in the day. Going to be switching up a lot today. Seas 3 to 4 feet, dominant period 6 seconds, sounds and rivers light chop, increasing to a moderate chop late this afternoon. Tonight, a small craft advisory will be in effect from late tonight through late Wednesday night. Wednesday, tomorrow. That small craft advisory will be in effect. Southwesterly winds 15 to 20, increasing to 20 to 25 in the afternoon, gust up to 30 knots, seas 4 to 6 feet, maybe as little as 3 to 5 near shore. Dominant period 6 seconds, sounds and rivers choppy, increasing to rough in the afternoon. Southwesterly winds on Thursday 10 to 15, seas 3 to 5, sounds and rivers a moderate chop.
Today, mostly sunny, a high of 86. Tonight, mostly cloudy, low of 66. Tomorrow, mostly sunny, a high of 86, but gusts tomorrow with gusts as high as 21 miles an hour. Tomorrow night, mostly cloudy, low of 66. Wow, it's like a broken record. And on Thursday, partly sunny, a high of 86. Well, we'll just, all right, so in other words, all week 86, during the day, 66 at night.
That's kind of a nice weather forecast,
I like
so
it.
temperature wise. I
It
like
is.
that.
Yeah.
And we had a little bit of rain over the weekend, yesterday. Not
Yeah.
not big chunks of rain to wash everything away, but enough to keep me from having to water the garden.
Yeah.
And I see
Yeah.
I've got a partially ripe tomato out there
It
this morning.
poured hard at my
Did it?
house just several times yesterday. But
Same.
you talk about tomatoes. I
Yeah.
found out what's wrong with mine.
What?
Blossom in rot.
Yep, that happens.
And now I need to fix it.
Hmm.
So I hope you have a remedy. If not, I'm calling Emily.
Call Emily. She's got a remedy.
She's the pro.
Emily's remedy.
Yes, Emily's remedy. I mean, I read up on it, but I thought, why am I doing that?
Yeah.
We've got resources right here in Oslo
We got
County.
experts.
We have experts.
Experts. Okay, we're awaiting arrival of George Papistrat from Tideline and Mike Mattis, who's involved in he's kind of leading the charge on this big redfish tournament coming up this weekend. There are a lot of
Exciting.
them throughout the year, and so we'll get the lowdown on that. And there comes one through the door even as we speak. A shooting in
Good job.
Denver early this morning left 9 people injured, including 3 in critical condition. The shooting came as fans flooded the streets of the city to celebrate the Denver Nuggets winning the franchise's first NBA championship last night when they defeated the Miami Heat in Game 5, 94-89. Denver police said the shooting has resulted in 10 total victims, including one guy who is in custody.
Wow.
Wow. What are people doing? What are people
Acting
doing?
out.
Acting out is
Mhm.
just everywhere. People crazy.
Mhm.
Yeah, totally. All right. Hey, Mike, how you doing? But let's see. What mic you want? There you are. Mike's on this mic.
Mike's on that mic.
Hello.
Right.
Hello.
Yeah,
Mike Mattis.
That's right.
Hey, we got him on the right one. George just says
Okay.
he's about 3 minutes out. So
Right.
he'll be here in just a minute or two. It says madness on your. Are you just mad all the time or what?
No.
It says madness on your cap.
The tournaments are madness.
Oh,
I believe that.
as in good madness. Good madness, right? Yeah, we're live.
I didn't know. All right. Good morning.
Good morning again.
Good morning. George is late for the weigh-in.
If you're late for the weigh-in, you may as well not show
Might as well
up.
go home.
Yeah,
Might as
take
well
your fish
turn around and go home.
and take it home and eat it, right?
That's right.
Yeah, this redfish tournament is coming up. It's part of a all year long, basically, or a big part of the year fishing tournament for reds in this area, because the reds don't ever go away, do they?
No. 12 months a year we catch redfish here.
Yeah, some of them they're just in different locations and different depths of water and all that sort of good stuff. What is the prime time for reds in our neck of the
The
woods?
spring is really good in fall. Well, right now it's going to be good. We're expecting some big fish this weekend.
Yeah.
This is the first 2-man event of 2023.
2-man.
Yeah, it's 2-man.
What do you mean by
per
that?
team.
Oh,
Or
okay.
man, husband and wife, whatever.
Yeah, okay.
2 people per boat. And you're going to weigh in your 2 largest redfish between 18 and 27 inches.
Yeah, because there's a slot limit on reds, and the North Carolina Division of Marine Fisheries says if you catch one below 18 inches, if you catch one over 27 inches, why? I understand the minimum. A lot of people don't understand why you can't catch the big ones and keep them.
Right. Well, they're the breeders. They're what promotes the stock, and we're allowed 1 fish per person, which I think is fine. I think that's plenty.
So many people, especially those who like to fish for reds and some other fish too, they don't even bring their fish home.
Right, including me.
Yeah, catch and release.
Yeah, we caught 60, 70 croakers Saturday.
Did you?
We released them with my granddaughter.
Oh,
and there were some eaters there too.
There,
We let 'em go.
no, that is croaker fishing. My dad and a gentleman who used to be the county surveyor here in Oslo County, he invited my dad when I was just a little kid to come along. Don't bring any fishing tackle. He had 3 fishing poles on the boat, and we went down around Town Point. And you know what we used? Cane poles with a bobber or cork on it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, let me tell you something. And the croakers that we caught in those days are called yellow-bellied croakers.
Oh, yeah.
Those big croakers. What a pile of fun for a little kid to have. course, we cleaned fish for quite a while, but we had some good eating going on. I will tell you
sure.
that right now.
And when they get that yellow belly, like a spot broker, that's good eating.
Oh, yes, they're fine eating. There's
right.
lots of fine eating. Anyway, I remember those days, and it was just a lot of fun. Just as simple as you can get. A piece of shrimp, not a whole shrimp. You just put a little piece of shrimp on a hook.
Right.
No weight. And just let that thing pop overboard. Wham! One right after the other.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
That's take a kid fishing sometime and try that.
Kind of back in the Andy Griffith days, huh,
Yeah,
Kelly?
pretty much in the Andy Griffith days. That's that's kind of when I grew up anyway. But now this tournament, nuts and bolts. How many people do you have signed up so far?
We're in the high 30s already.
Really?
First team count. Yeah, we're expecting maybe close to 50. We might break our record of 55. That's the most teams we ever had.
Wow!
And that was the Tideline Marine Redfish Classic 4 years ago.
Okay, so this Redfish Tideline Redfish Classic is Saturday.
Yes, it's going to be Saturday. Weigh-in's going to be at the Marina Cafe starting at 3:30.
Mm-hmm.
Boats have to be back by 4:30. We're extending a little time this weekend. Normally it's 2:30 to 3:30. We're extending some fishing time. The reason is some of the Madness team is going to be getting there late, and we need our team. Thankful for the team we have. George and Elise from Tideline, they'll be running the docks, and Elise runs a tight ship down there. And George is very good at protecting the boats. And
I can tell you all about Elise. Her tight ship too.
She runs a tight show as well as Evelyn Giese this year has been the dock general out there, and nobody messes. I like a woman on a dock.
Oh yeah,
nobody messes with women on a dock.
Because when they say something, they mean it.
That's right. That's right.
That's the bottom line.
Anyways, George, you're late for the weigh-in. You're disqualified.
It's a good thing I can't catch fish.
It's a good thing you're a sponsor. I'll still let you weigh after everybody leaves. But they've been supportive since day one of Madness.
Yeah,
and that's huge.
In case somebody calls in, you don't have to wear them.
Okay,
up to you.
All right.
You just want to look important.
Yeah.
Anyways, got your cap on. George got his on backwards.
This is what's cool about this weekend is we're starting to film for TV.
Oh, really?
Madness TV kicks off Thursday night at the captain's meeting.
Ooh.
I've shaken the bushes and got Daryl Marsh.
Mm-hmm.
He's the old Carolina Fishing TV.
Yeah.
Used to do Kronk and Taylor.
I remember that.
We've got something new, a whole new concept. It's going to be different. It's going to be fun. It's going to be on YouTube TV.
Exciting.
It's not going to be boring. Let me just put it that way.
Okay.
It's going to be the word I always use. My motto is huge. It's going to be huge. Just stand by.
Well, I like that. And it's kind of like us. We're on multi-platforms here. We're both on Facebook Live up there and on YouTube. We got our YouTube channel, plus AM and FM, plus online. We've got our online presence as well for audio. So we're all over the place. That's good for you.
Yeah, we're going to have fun with it. We'll see what it does.
Okay. George.
Good morning.
You just kind of got involved in this saltwater fishing stuff just a few years ago, but same time you showed up at Tideline, huh?
It's funny how it'll attract you and suck you in. But
George came to work at Tideline supposedly to sell some bait and some tackle, and then things got out of control.
It's your fault, sir.
I'm sorry, say that again.
It's your fault, sir. It was, I believe, a radio ad on the radio station that said Tideline was looking for a part-time bait and tackle guy that somehow got me.
So then you went and bought the place.
Well, I guess that was the end result. Yes.
Yeah, there's lots of bait and tackle now.
That's the American dream
Yes.
right there.
Yeah.
I had a pretty good mentor helping me set it up. Mr. Willis was definitely a huge impact.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
all of it.
Todd is missed.
Yeah, absolutely.
We bring up Todd at every tournament. Todd Willis, Neuse River Bait and Tackle, was the first series sponsor. What's really cool is Heather, his wife, is donating 25-gallon buckets, Neuse River Bait and Tackle buckets.
Really?
Full of gear. She's going to get them to me this week.
Cool.
And we'll be able to give them away in the raffles. And that bucket that's pretty cool. I hope I win one.
You know,
pile of tickets just to win.
Yeah.
I caught what we used to call a puppy drum way back when but there was no minimum size, nothing like that on them in those days, and they were probably about 20 inches long, 18 to 20 inches long. But I remember catching those at Sneads Ferry. I thought that was the greatest thing in the world. I was just a kid.
Sure.
Oh my! And I'm like, wow! And it turned out to be good eating too. Now I still like redfish.
Redfish stew is an amazing thing.
You're reading my mind, and because I know how to make redfish fish stew, and that's what I prefer redfish over any other fish for my stew, and it's good.
It is. It is.
And a gentleman around here named T. Vic from yesteryears, and then passed a recipe passed down to his son Thurman, who was a good friend of mine, brother-in-law, and we fished together. He passed away last year, but I've got the recipe. And there's at least one secret ingredient that I don't give up. And it makes all the difference too. So anyway, yeah. Let's go ahead and take a quick break and get George up to speed here, and let's talk about what's going to be happening, nuts and bolts of what's going to be happening this weekend. You're live on Local Real Talk, Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM, WSMA. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
If you love ocean pier fishing, the Seaview Pier Motel and Restaurant located at mile marker 18, North Topsail Beach is the place for you. The Seaview Pier is a family pier complete with bait and tackle shop, rod and reel rentals, and accessories. The restaurant serves breakfast, lunch, and dinner and features a complete menu from burgers to ocean fresh seafood, straight to you from the briny blue. With the Seaview Motel right next door and the most affordable rates on the coast, you can make it a vacation or a weekend of Carolina pier fishing. It's all here, including the fish. The Seaview Pier Motel and Restaurant, mile marker 18, North Topsail Beach, across the bridge, just south from Seas Ferry. To find out what's biting or for motel reservations, call anytime, 910-328-3172.
Hello, shoppers. Take advantage of the following specials and many, many more at your locally owned and operated Piggly Wiggly store, where good things cost less. Down home down the street on the Richlands Highway here in Jacksonville and Main Street in Maysville. Whole boneless strip loin, just $8.99 a pound. Value pack fresh ground round is only $3.79 a pound. Whole bone-in pork loin, $1.49 a pound. Quarter sliced pork loin is only $1.89 a pound. How about whole bottom round? $3.59 a pound. 16-ounce size of Butterball ground turkey, you get 2 for $7. And jumbo pack thighs of drumsticks is just $1.09 a pound. And remember, the beef and pork is cut fresh every day by the butchers at your locally owned and operated Piggly Wiggly store, and they use only the finest and certified Angus beef and Sanderson's Farm chicken. Over in produce, yellow or zucchini squash is only 99 cents a pound. Whole seedless watermelons, $4.99 each. Fresh North Carolina blueberries are only $2.99 a pint. California cherries are only $5.99 a pound. How about tropical mangoes, 99 cents each? Tomatoes on the vine, great reduced burgers, just $1.49 a pound. And you get a 3-pound bag of navel oranges for just $4.99. That's your locally owned and operated Piggly Wiggly store, where good things cost less. The Richlands Highway here in Jacksonville and Main Street in Maysville. Remember, say big with the pig.
When you need comforting, who do you call? An old friend, right? Jacksonville Heating Contractors services the heating and cooling needs of our area with dependable quality train systems, guaranteeing indoor comfort for your home or business. In addition to quality train systems, Jacksonville Heating Contractors offers 24-hour emergency service, NATE certified technicians, and over 50 years of experience and service you can trust. And with a Jacksonville Heating Contractor service agreement, you never pay retail for heating or cooling services and receive priority scheduling. Remember, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. And in New Bern, you can call Trent Heating and Air Conditioning 252-633-2200. In Morehead City, Sea Air Heating and Cooling 252-247-1122. If you need service or repairs, just call an old friend. Jacksonville Heating Contractors, an independent train dealer. It's hard to stop a train. For deals on train systems and more, visit anoldfriend.com or call 910-347-2843.
Cannonball!
Serving all of Eastern North Carolina's in-ground pool needs, Saltwater Pools is your go-to for summer fun this year. Whether you're in the middle of building your home or just looking to make your existing home into your paradise, Saltwater Pools will work with you to help make that dream a reality. We can specialize your pool to suit your vision of a personal oasis, with lots of options to suit whatever your budget may be, with features such as spillovers, heaters for those cooler months, wireless pump and light controls, animal-friendly features, rock outcroppings, tanning ledges, custom lighting. Call Saltwater Pools of Jacksonville at 910-333-5055 to start working on your backyard getaway. Focus on top quality installation, competitive pricing, and fully satisfying our customer needs. Saltwater Pools is ready to make your life a lot cooler. Call us at 910-333-5055 today, and we'll have you swimming by July.
Get your saltwater pool today. You'll love it.
It's live and local. Real talk on Freedom 97.1 WSME.
And we're back in the studio with us is George Papistrat, owner. He and his wife and his whole family. They own Tie-Dye Marine right here in Jacksonville. And Mike Battis, fishing enthusiast extraordinaire, great guy. So,
Tournament genius.
Yeah, he is. He's able to
Couldn't
get one
catch him,
going.
so I had to just run him. Got tired of losing all the time.
You couldn't catch him?
Yeah, but I was pretty competitive. Never won a redfish tournament. Won a couple trout tournaments.
Yeah, I thought you could
Like
catch
in the old days. I can catch them.
I
Just don't go
thought
as
you
much.
could catch them without problem. Anyway, whatever.
Anyways, you can still register all the way till Thursday at 6 p.m. for this weekend. Tie-Line Marine Redfish Classic.
And that's through the captain's meeting, correct?
At the captain meeting, you can register at redfishmadness.com right now. $450 entry fee, $100 high roller TWT, $50 big fish.
Wow.
And what's cool is we've gotten so big that Big Rock opens for us now.
Yeah,
You know, that's what's cool is y'all can watch Big Rock, you know, bring in those little fish all week.
Yeah.
And then we get to bring the huge redfish to the plate.
You know, I went up, I was back in my TV days, and a friend of mine, and you know him too, Andy, I was producing for him, and he was the talent of a fishing series each week on TV. Had a 30-minute show. So I got to go out to shoot a lot of stuff with him, and we would shoot a ton of stuff. We went up to Oriental one year, September, in fact, it was September 11th, 2007, I believe it was, or 8. And we got up there, and we had a boat to go out to right out of Oriental for some redfish. That's where they catch the big ones.
Mm-hmm.
He got one that was 48 pounds. He caught a total of 7 and quit. He said, I've had it. I can't bring in any more. I'm worn out. You got enough video? I said, yep. He says, you catch one. I said, I don't need to catch one. I got a 25-pounder. I was like, whoa. Did you caught 7 others bigger than this? I'm already worn out. He goes, those redfish, they're strong. There's some strong pulling little fish, big fish.
In the first tournament, there's really always big fish too. Seems like 6 to 7 pound fish consistently, because that's the in slot.
Well, last tournament we were 1 ounce away from 8 pounds.
Wow.
We weighed our largest redfish.
Wow.
In the history of Redfish Madness.
So
7.9.
But you can't. If it's over 27 inches, you got to leave them there.
It was probably an 1/8 inch short.
Okay.
We use a slant board, so it's gravity fed, and then we pinch the tail with a swiper, so they cannot go over the black line on the 27.
Right. Now, if is this a catch and release event?
Absolutely.
So you cannot keep them.
And,
You got to bring them in a live well.
Yeah. If it comes in dead, it's a 1 pound penalty.
Mm.
And that's happened to some big fish.
You're going to lose over that.
Yeah.
We've seen that.
Yeah, we've seen it, and we don't like it, but it's going to happen.
It is
Live
what
well
it is.
failures.
Right.
Things happen, but the guys are really good.
Water temperature changes, real hot water.
Yeah. Yeah.
We'll release 80 fish. I would just my prediction.
Wow.
This weekend. Maybe I'm wrong.
Now, how far and wide will these people be fishing?
Man, we're gonna bust out of downtown Jacksonville at probably 10 to 6, 5:50 a.m. hopefully, and they will run to Newbern. And they will run to Wilmington.
Yeah, we had someone get struck. Their boat struck in Carolina Beach in the first tournament, I think.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's These guys are serious. We have weekend warriors, but we've got pros. We got the best anglers in the United States, hands down, because our fishery is not as good as Louisiana. It's good, but Louisiana, you get down there, you're catching. You're catching. You can get down there and not know what you're doing, and pop a cork, and you're going to catch fish somewhere. Here, you got to hunt and work for them. But the fish are here.
Do people come in here and pre-fish just to check out, see what they are?
Oh yeah, they're here.
From all over the states surrounding us too, they'll come in pre-fish and support the local community.
Coming from South Carolina and Georgia.
Now that's an economic boon for this area, for Jacksonville and Onslow County as well.
Exactly right, and that's going to be part of the future real soon, especially with this Madness TV coming up. We've got a vision that we're trying to make this thing get the recognition for the anglers that they deserve.
I know the Jacksonville Onslow Sports Commission. They quite often get in and promote these events.
Sure.
It's not their event, but they get in and they give you publicity.
Right,
So,
right. We're doing it ourselves, me and my wife and our Madness team. My wife, Teresa, she's the backbone. She's the financial side of it. I promote with my friends like George. They promote it. We're all friends. It's one big Madness family. There's going to be, times where anglers aren't happy with each other.
It's family.
It's family, but we work it out at the end of the day. You're both fishing for the same spot or racing for the same spot. And we got boats that are running in the 80s.
So if nothing else, to see the type of boats that run, because there are professional anglers from multiple states, and there's everything from aluminum John boats to $200,000 80-mile-an-hour boats that fish this tournament. And that doesn't make a difference who wins. That's the unique thing.
That's right.
It is the angler, and
might be the guy with the popping cork sitting outside, right outside tide line.
Yes.
It has happened.
It can happen.
It can happen. Two 16-year-old kids in a John boat can go right into Wilson Bay and fish the island and win that tournament. It's no joke. They can do it. And that's what's cool about
it. Yeah.
Anybody can win it. There's favorites. But I think there's 20 teams that are just rock solid. And all of them, everybody in it can win. And I like to see new winners.
Okay.
Georgia's event, we had a new winner. Ray Sanders, first event, he was in shock. We do a polygraph, and it took a long time for him to do the polygraph. I started getting worried, and it's just he was so excited that he won. Couldn't get a baseline on him. It was pretty cool to see Ray.
They've been so close too. Like that first through sixth place is generally within a quarter of a pound of themselves too. So it's a tight race.
Yeah.
If you weighed 12 and a half pounds when I fished redfish tournaments, you had a chance of winning. 12 and a half pounds is going to put you in about 15th place now.
Really?
That's the competition level.
Oh my.
We'll have 7 or 8 to 10 fish over 7 pounds this weekend.
And some will be from the local angler that is fishing with their friend, and some will be from pros. That's the cool part of the.
So what's the best lure to use?
It's choice. I'm top water, but popping cork seems to be something in gold spoons.
I like to use the live mullet.
All artificial.
All artificial.
No doubt.
Got it.
If you're using scents, it has to be store bought. It's completely artificial. And these guys are all artificial guys anyways. They love it.
Oh,
It's just
I
the
love
fun of it.
artificial too. So
It's the fun of it. But $7,500 to win it.
Really?
Yep. First place. If you hit the side pots right, you could be walking away with 11 to 12,000 Saturday night. And we pay on the spot. So.
And there's raffles. So the weigh-ins, you have opportunities to see all of the fish being weighed in and things like that.
Yep.
Doing downtown.
We're gonna have it set up nice. Come to the Marina Cafe, hang out.
And I know the scales are certified.
Yes, sir.
I know the scales are certified.
Yeah,
No
I use
problem.
pro tournament scales. And we're also on a website. I'll share that link. You can watch the live weigh-in, not actual live, but watch the weights as they get weighed in.
Right.
That's pretty cool. That's something new we added this year.
Cool.
So, and I appreciate you having us on here.
Yeah. Well, thank you. I appreciate you guys coming in.
Yeah.
And,
Interesting.
so yeah,
Come on down.
It's a great deal.
Bob Beck,
It's
Marina
great. It's-
Cafe. Bob's a big supporter.
Yeah, I know. And
Do you know Steve Loper?
Steve Loper, man. Yeah. Fayetteville Fish
Fayetteville
now.
Fish for the win, he says.
Fayetteville Fish. Shane Stewart. They're two tough cats.
They're
right
good.
there. They're good.
They fish
They're
with the
good.
green fish.
What's the youngest angler you think you'll have?
I think Lee Waters' son. this weekend, or Mike Taylor's son. Mike is going to be here. Mike is in the Big Rock, but he is going to make the event Saturday.
Cool.
Which is pretty cool. We got some other Big Rock anglers out there right now that are going to be in the madness. So
wow,
very cool.
I'm sure they won't be bringing the same boats that they use for the Big Rock.
Well, they can.
Depends on the weather.
We're looking beautiful Saturday.
Oh, it's looking fine.
It's going to hit 90.
Nice.
Time to get the sunscreen and lots of water.
Fish may be a little deep.
They
Never
like
can
it.
tell.
And redfish like it right in the 8 inches of the water.
Mike and George, thank you.
All right.
We
Y'all
appreciate
have a
both
great
of you
day.
coming in. And
Good to see you.
I will see you shortly, George, about a little hour and a half or so.
Mm-hmm.
Be nice and gentle, calm and cool.
Calm was the word.
I've never heard those words before.
All right.
See you know.
You're live at Local Real Talk, Freedom 97.1, 1120 a.m. WSME. We'll be right back.
Times newspaper this week? If not, did you know that Topsail Times is Topsail area's only local newspaper in print? We now have over 1,500 online subscribers and 1,000 printed copies that go out every 2 weeks. And we never charge our readers. Information should be free to our readers, and we stick by that. Looking for an idea for date night? Want to learn some local history? How about asking a veterinarian about your pet? These things and more are available in each copy of the Topsail Times newspaper. Want to get the word out about your business? We offer great rates for full color ads, and the online paper version is always included for free. Need help designing the perfect ad? We can do that too. We're always looking for human interest stories, so start writing. And we love local photos too. Check out our website at topsailtimes.net, where you can find out where to pick up a copy or check out our latest publication online.
Welcome to Lane & Associates Family Dentistry, where we love to make you smile. Now proud to be working with Doctors Kim and Tommy Morgan, formerly Morgan Family Dentistry. The Jacksonville and Richlands Morgan offices of Lane & Associates Family Dentistry blends the latest technology with personal care and attention, so you have an amazing dental experience. The offices of Lane & Associates welcome all ages and accepts all major insurances, including military. Lane & Associates Family Dentistry has been serving the state of North Carolina for over 40 years, with 2 locations in Jacksonville, Richlands, and Maysville. Call for an appointment today at 877-LANE-DDS or online at lanedds.com. Welcome to Lane & Associates Family Dentistry. Summer vacation season is here, and Mixmasters Concrete in Beulaville takes this time to remind you to drive carefully. When it comes to concrete, nobody does it harder or quicker than Mixmasters Concrete Incorporated, 3661 East Highway 24 in Beulaville. Whether you need concrete for residential, commercial, or agricultural projects, Mixmasters Concrete Incorporated serves all of eastern North Carolina. From driveways, patios, to livestock housing, concrete for outdoor kitchens. Mixmasters has the concrete, and owner Scott Thigpen will gladly provide a free estimate. For on-site delivery, phone 910-298-6153. And they deliver on Saturdays. Nobody does concrete harder or quicker than Mixmasters Concrete Incorporated of Beulaville. When you need ready-mix concrete quick, call Mixmasters Concrete of Beulaville, 910-298-6153. Proud to be a part of the continuing growth of Duplin, Onslow, Jones, and surrounding counties.
This just in, I think there's been a prison break, and reports are saying it's the Scorcher. Yes, the Scorcher has escaped and is running rampant across Comfortville. Apparently, he's targeting innocent air conditioning units. Yes, and wait a second. It seems that reports are flooding in of unfortunate citizens feeling uncomfortable, hot, and in extreme cases, I hesitate to say this on the air, people are even sweating. Wait a minute, we're now getting word there seems to be some sort of disturbance. Oh, Bryant Man is on the scene, and he has apprehended the Scorcher. All right. Tune in again for another tale of Bryant Man, always doing whatever it takes.
Call Down East Heating and Air Conditioning at 346-4311 and let them keep you comfortable this summer. Down East Heating and Air, serving our community for over 25 years. Down East can also help you with your home guttering needs. Call Down East today, 346-4311.
Freedom 97.1 WSME.
It's live and local real talk on Freedom 97.1 WSME.
Wow. I'm just looking at some video here online down in Destin, Florida, the beach there.
I know, it looks amazing.
People out walking in the surf. This is along the Gulf of Mexico. And suddenly a nice black bear shows up. He's in the surf. He swam ashore and then ran up onto the beach and disappeared.
I'm glad he got to safety.
So am
I think
I.
he was tired, or
Well,
I hope some. I'm not even gonna say it.
There's nobody mess with it.
I hope nobody dumped him in the water. And
How would you? No.
Was that the one he was
people do
walking in
weird
the surf?
What?
He's running out of it. Yeah,
Oh, he's
the black bear. Yeah.
Yeah, he had been swimming apparently and
Nice.
managed to find.
He's cute.
Okay, there's the beach over there, and there's some people around. I'm going to see if they got anything picnic wise to share with me. But people do that. I don't though. You're not supposed to do that. Pat Sajak's retiring after 41 years.
Yes, time for him to
I think it's
go.
time for him to go.
Yes.
He got wacky lately.
Yeah.
He's just doing some wacky things.
Yeah, he did. I don't know what's going to happen with Vanna, whether she's going to
She'll
stay
go
or not.
too, I bet.
Oh, sure, she'll go.
She'll go.
And his daughter, what's her name? Maggie or something?
I think it's Maggie.
She's made a couple of guest appearances when Vanna was gone, turning the letters, but it's a possibility she will take over.
I
as
bet
host.
she will.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm thinking.
Yeah, she grew up there.
Yeah,
I mean,
she did.
I think it's only fitting that it goes to her.
Yeah.
But he needed to go. He
Well,
started getting wacky with
Can't
contestants.
wait
Yeah.
to see all the craziness over
Yeah.
who they pick next.
Yeah,
just like in Jeopardy.
we'll see. Yeah, that I'm not sure that show will last.
I love Jeopardy.
Oh, I did too. I used to like to
watch
watch
it
it
a
all
lot.
the time. So anyway, okay, we'll take a break, do a little Fox News, and be back in about 60 seconds or so. And we've got a special guest in the studio, another one. So we'll be talking about all things that are important. You're live and local, real talk on Freedom 97.1, 1120 a.m. WSME.
Kemp Lejeune, W246 CJ, Jacksonville.
Fox News. I'm Chris Foster. This afternoon in Miami, former President Trump's being placed under arrest by federal marshals and charged with federal crimes related to classified documents kept at his Florida residence.
Former President Trump will make a 3 p.m. Eastern Time appearance inside the Wilkie D. Ferguson Federal Courthouse in Miami. He's expected to stand before a magistrate judge and enter a plea of not guilty to all 37 charges against him in the grand jury indictment.
Fox's Evan Brown. At least 10 Ukrainians are reported killed in a Russian missile strike.
The deadly attack also injured several dozen civilians when missiles hit a 5-story residential building in Kryvyi Rih. Rescue work is going on to get people out of the rubble. President Zelensky posted images from the scene on his Telegram social media channel. More terrorist missiles, he wrote.
Fox's Jonathan Savage. The actor Treat Williams is killed in a motorcycle crash in Vermont. He was 71. America's listening to Fox News.
Freedom 97.1.
WSME.
It's live and local. Real talk.
And we are back live and local, real talk. And I do appreciate all you folks joining us and staying with us this morning. If you've got a question about this next guest, the event that's coming up, feel free to ring us up, 910-333-0139. Stay on topic, if you would, please. We'll be able to take all questions after this interview. We've got Mary Sylvain in the studio with us this morning. How are you?
Wonderful. How are you?
I'm fine. North Carolina Pacific. Listen, North Carolina Pacific. I didn't know we were on the Pacific Ocean.
Well, we brought it over here for you.
Oh, was that? That's cool. North Carolina,
Absolutely.
you abandoned California. That's what you did. You ran away
Absolutely.
from there.
We ran away from there and came
I
to the
understand. North Carolina Pacific Festival that's coming up. What kind of festival is that?
It's a Polynesian festival filled
Mm.
with lots of entertainment, dance, singing. There's just crafts, arts and crafts. The food is fabulous. So much to do.
I'm already hungry. When is it?
Said food in my stomach growled.
Our event will be this Friday and
Uh-huh.
Saturday. The
Okay.
gates open at 11. Our show starts at 12. And both nights we start at 7 o'clock with a wonderful fire dance show ending our
I was
evening.
going to ask you. There'll be lots of dancing, right?
Lots of dancing,
Hula
lots of
skirts?
entertainment. Hula skirts, Tahitian skirts, you name it. we
Coconut
have it.
shells.
You got
Right
it.
from-
Coconut,
What?
everything. Lots of everything.
I just want to know if it's going to be the real thing.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Cool. That's
Oh,
that's
Lord.
good. I like it. Where's it going to be?
It's going to be at the American Legion building, the fairgrounds,
Mm-hmm.
and it's 142 Broadhurst Drive, Jacksonville.
Okay. where are the people coming from that are putting on this festival?
Oh my
I mean,
gosh.
you guys, I know, but I
Well-
mean, you're entertainers and stuff.
Well, a lot of us are local to the area, to the Jacksonville area, but they are coming from Charlotte, Georgia, Hawaii. We have our drummers coming from Hawaii.
Really?
We have crafters coming as far as Utah and Las Vegas, bringing their Polynesian crafts and stuff. So there's so much to see and do out there.
So there's stuff for people to buy too, right?
Absolutely.
Good.
Buy,
Arts and
try. We
crafts.
have gem mining for the children.
Oh.
We have the wonderful Texas Tornado cotton candy guy coming for the children.
The what?
He's a Texas Tornado cotton candy. Wonderful. Young man.
I don't know what that is.
Sounds
do you?
good.
Cotton candy.
I know what cotton candy is.
Yes. Oh, he makes the most delicious cotton candy.
Cool.
Cones.
That's
He'll
good.
be out there for the children.
Where are they going to have the Hawaiian shave ice?
Absolutely. Hawaiian
She
shave
owns
ice
it.
will be out there, along with Rolling Lumpia,
Oh, yes.
Smoking Joe's Barbecue.
Oh, yeah.
We have Taste of the Islands, Auntie Seca's Barbecue. Oh my gosh, there's so much out there. You'll
Food.
The food is
I'm
such a
good.
variety.
Food.
The Polynesian food. We even going to have R&L hot dogs out there just in case the kids want a hot dog. So
Will you have some chili and some cheese to go with it?
she sure will.
I love cheese and chili hot
Ah,
dogs.
you just spoke to
she
his
sure
heart.
will. She makes the best chili cheese dogs out.
Mm. I mean, so the times again on this are Friday or what time?
Friday and Saturday, gates open at 11.
Mm-hmm.
Show runs till 8 at night.
Oh, that's cool. All right. And is there an entry fee?
Nope.
Admittance?
Admission is free.
Just come in and
Just
buy
come on
stuff
in
and enjoy.
Enjoy the show. Bring an umbrella for shade because I understand it's going to be almost 90 degrees this weekend.
Uh-huh.
So bring you an umbrella, bring you a mat to sit down on, watch the show, enjoy the food, enjoy a nice, delicious shave ice on that wonderful hot day too.
That sounds like it's all going to be outdoors.
All outdoors. Yes.
Okay, I like it. I like it.
It's going to be a beautiful weekend too.
So you're going to have different dancers throughout the day, the show, different
Yes.
groups dancing.
We have different groups there. We have them from Samoa, from
Mhm.
Hawaii, from Tahiti. So the Maori. So you name it, they're going to come out and entertain us. Even the Filipinos. I think we even have a Thai lady coming out. So there's just so much entertainment out there. We have a special contest Saturday at 1:00. Most people don't know what musubi is, but musubi is a Hawaiian treat that we all carried as children, and it's spam with rice and a little bit of seaweed wrapped around it. And it's a little sandwich looking.
Uh-huh.
And we're having at 1:00 Saturday afternoon, a musubi eating contest.
Okay.
So they're all registering now. And that's going to be wonderful because that's the first contest ever at our event for musubi. And our turnout looks wonderful so far.
So how many musubi sandwiches can they eat, right?
Oh my gosh, I don't know. I know I can eat 2 or 3 because they're pretty filling.
The
But
filling. I've
some
had,
of these
I've had
people-
it. Yeah.
Yes, some
Never
of
heard
these.
of it.
It's
oh
good.
my God, it's delicious.
It's very good.
I'm just looking at your flyer, and goodness gracious, there's something like every 10 minutes, something new.
Yes.
It's just
Are any of the local groups here going to be dancing?
Absolutely. We have a couple of local groups. One of them is the children's group. Y'all have to come out and see the little
Aw.
kids. They're absolutely adorable. This is going to be their first time performing.
Oh,
So we'd love to see everybody out there to watch the children too. So they're very excited, and we're so excited to have them.
awesome.
I like it. Like it.
yeah,
Be
it's a
good.
great way to learn
Heck
about
yeah.
different cultures too.
Are-
Yes.
Are you going to teach dancing too while you're there? I mean,
Well,
some old people might want to get up and dance.
well, they will, they can. And what we're going to do is
Not me.
on Saturday is we're going to have a little thing where they're going to teach the fathers how to do the haka. So they
Do
can
the water?
the haka. It's the dance where
I know
the
what it
warrior
is.
dance.
Yeah.
Right. And
Mhm.
that's how we're going to teach all the fathers how to do that so they can defend their own family when they're at home.
Oh, that'll be
Okay.
It's a
interesting.
scary
Yeah.
dance. You scare off your
You
enemies.
scare
with
off
it.
your enemy?
Absolutely.
I usually use a 12 gauge for that. But, seems to work so
Well, that'll
far.
be interesting. I'd like to see
That'd
that.
be fun.
Yeah.
Yes.
That'd be a lot of fun. Yeah.
So dads, you get out there and let's learn to defend your family by just scaring people off.
Yes.
Oh,
Haka. Absolutely.
that's, wish we had somebody in here who could do that right now. I'd like
I
to
know,
see
right?
that.
Oh my
That would
gosh,
be
yes.
fun.
I wish we
Yeah.
could.
So,
Well, what
okay.
about
Yes.
teaching the ladies anything?
They do. They will. They'll probably have a little session for the women. They will have a hula hoop contest, I believe, for the children.
Hula hoop. Okay.
Yes, hula hoop for the kids.
Wow.
So they have something for everybody going on out there all day long.
You know, we used to try to make those things. We'd take a piece of garden hose and then a piece of dowel rod and put them together and then try to use them. They're way too heavy for that.
Yeah. Can't
We'll
make
tell you
it
that
work.
right now.
I have
Yeah.
one that's very heavy. It's real large and it's heavy, but it's made that way.
Uh-huh.
It'll wear you down.
I never could do it.
Me
I could as
tried.
a kid, but I can't now.
I tried. It just didn't work for me.
I did it as a kid. I was good too, but not anymore. I
Really?
lost that talent. Yeah. Yeah. I tried. Trust me, as an adult.
Why
Not
don't you try it
happy.
again? Why don't you bring it in tomorrow and try it in here? on the air?
No, because I don't want to hear you laugh at me. No, I'm not.
I
doing
will,
that.
promise I will not
You are
laugh.
such a liar. I know you will.
I will not laugh.
Not doing it. You'll mock me.
So, Mary, there would be a lot of vendors like selling like apparel.
Jewelry, wood art, you name it, they're going to have it. They have hats, they have desserts, foods. They're going to have it all.
I like
Very
food.
nice.
Yes.
I like
I
this.
tell you,
Food is good.
we wouldn't have got to this point if it wasn't for all the support that we have from Onslow County. Onslow County Tourism, Marine Federal, Golden Corral.
Yes.
All of them have
All
helped
our
us.
favorites.
All our vendors, all our dancers. We've gotten a lot of support, and it's just been tremendous.
Well, all of the above. I know Billy Sewell. He's involved in pretty much anything,
Yes,
everything
he's a
for the
very great
benefit of
donator.
Onslow County here. And I thought about him yesterday when I was going across the Louisville Bridge. His dad.
Yes.
Every
And,
day, every time. Yeah.
His dad never taught me when I was in high school, but he was.
He was.
Oh, was he?
Oh, yes. I'm
His-
scared of that man.
He was
Well, you
tough,
should have.
wasn't he?
He was
Heard he was tough.
Well, I heard he was tough too, but
He
you
came
know,
out in the hall. We all went in the room.
yeah, I forgot what he was teaching, history or something way back
He was
when.
history, I think.
What was
Yeah.
it? He and his running buddy, Mr. Taylor, he was my history teacher. So anyway, I had him for 2 years in a row, and it's not because I failed, because he taught U.S. history one year or world history one year, U.S. history the next year for me.
Nice.
Well, speaking of education, we also give away scholarships
Do
at
you?
our event. Yes,
Oh, good.
we raise money for scholarships. So we have 3 scholarships that will be given away on Saturday.
Nice.
Okay. What kind of scholarships are they for?
For college scholarships.
Just straight
Yes.
up money.
Yes.
Good.
We give them money for so they can pay for their books, whatever it is that they need. But
Mhm.
yes, we do raise money for scholarships, and we're looking to add to our scholarships and make them bigger every year.
That's good. That's excellent. Absolutely excellent.
So you are a 501c,
Absolutely.
and you raise money from all these festivals that you have to give it back to the community.
Absolutely. We give
That's awesome.
we
I
give
like
scholarships. We do the women's shelter. We do the prenatal at the hospital. We help pay bills at the hospital that people can't pay. So we do things for our community, give back at Christmas, Thanksgiving,
Oh,
things
good for
like
you.
that.
How many of these festivals do you have every year? So just one?
Well, we do just one main festival here a year,
Mm-hmm.
but all up and down the coast, everybody has them. So we do a lot of traveling up and down the
Okay.
coast. I think our next one will be in Virginia. Then we follow that with Augusta, Georgia. So we do move all over.
Wow.
And we're just trying to, what it is our children didn't have the chance to grow up like we did on the island. So
Mm-hmm.
we want to make sure that our kids are educated in the culture the way we were and everybody else, because it's a wonderful culture. So we're just bringing back to our children what they can't get from the island.
Okay, let's talk about the island. You were raised on an island.
I was raised on
Where?
Oahu.
Oahu.
Absolutely.
Okay. That's where they have those things that go up in the air, right?
Yes.
Like volcanoes.
Well, the volcano's not on my island. It's on the big island.
yes.
But yeah, we have the blowhole. I guess that's the water one.
shoots up through a big hole in the rocks. So,
Absolutely.
yeah. I've never been there. My wife has. I've kind of always wanted to go, but that's a long ride.
It is. It's a 10-hour flight from here straight in.
Wow.
Yes.
Phew.
But well worth the trip when you get there. I guarantee.
I'd be exhausted when I got there.
I would too.
As soon
I
as you
just
get
want to
off the
lay in the
plane.
room and open the
No.
doors and listen to the ocean and
I
just
just
sleep.
wanted, I just want to go to the beach and get my dive gear and go diving.
Oh gosh, the best, some of the best diving out there.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
That'd be nice.
You don't want to. You don't want to go enter that eating contest.
No, I can't eat that much.
Okay.
Look, some of them want to just do it for the musubi.
I'm telling you, yeah.
They're like, I'm in it for the musubi.
Well, I'll try that if anybody's cooking it.
But they'll have it. I guarantee you, they'll have it for sale there.
Yes,
Oh
they
yeah,
will be for sale.
I got
Guaranteed.
no problem trying it.
It's very, very good. You would like it, Raven.
Mm.
Yeah.
Well, you wrap it in seaweed right up front. You got my attention because
Yes,
I
it's
like
good.
that.
Oh yes.
That's,
Oh,
really good
it's
stuff.
delicious.
Very
Couple
yummy.
miles on the treadmill.
So, what brought you to Jacksonville, North Carolina from Oahu?
My father, who is military.
Mhm.
Yes, most of us that are here are brought here through the military. So we all ended up here because we liked it here. So that's where our community started when we decided, wow, we got to all get together and make something of this. So that's how it all began 10 years ago.
Cool.
They all decided that we needed to put this out there and educate everybody. Because
Yes.
I mean, up until then, some people still thought we lived in grass shacks, you know. So
You don't?
we don't.
Oh, doggone.
Amazingly.
You got air
Yes,
conditioning
some.
and everything?
Some. Depends. The
Oh.
new houses, the old houses, probably not. The new houses probably do.
Probably got trade winds blowing though all
Absolutely,
the time, right?
all the time.
So,
Beautiful trade winds.
if you build a house in the right direction where you have constant trade winds, you sit with free what they call breezeways.
Yes.
If going in the right direction, you can create the effect of air conditioning in there.
Yes.
I'm very familiar with it down in the Caribbean. Been there a lot. Still go, but they don't need so much air conditioning, and especially in the public locations. The hotels, the lobbies, they're all open, and the breeze just blows through there and keeps everything cool. It's amazing. So,
It is. It's beautiful.
The way people build things. Mary, thank you. We appreciate you coming in this morning.
Well, thank you for having us. And please, everybody, show up to the Pacific Arts Festival this Friday and Saturday from 11 to 8 at the Fairgrounds in Jacksonville.
My sister and I are going.
You got
We
it.
put that on our calendar.
I look forward to seeing everybody there.
Sounds like a winner. And I don't have to work Saturday, so that's even better. Or Friday.
Yeah. Nice.
You're live and local Real Talk Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM, WSME. We'll be right back.
Mills International Incorporated, your local Cub Cadet dealer, is ready for spring, and you need to with the Cub Cadet Ultima Series. These zero-turn lawnmowers are engineered for strength, versatility, and durability in one lineup with premium features engineered to leave you with a well-manicured lawn. Step up to the strength, comfort, and precise of the Cub Cadet Ultima Series and unlock the possibilities of your lawn. Head to your local Cub Cadet dealer, Mills International Incorporated, at 801 South Queen Street, Kinston, for exceptional offers, expert advice, and superior service.
The best deal for the grill is at Jones LP Gas and Oil Company each Friday. Every Friday from 8 a.m. till closing at 5, Jones LP Gas and Oil Company will fill your 20-pound LP gas grill cylinder for only $11. You heard that right. Each Friday till closing, you can have your 20-pound LP gas cylinder filled for only $11 at Jones Gas and Oil Company, 3881 Wilmington Highway in heart of Verona. In addition to saving money on your LP gas for the grill, Jones Gas and Oil is your full-service gas and oil company serving residential, commercial, and agricultural gas and oil needs, as well as gas appliances, LP replacement parts, fill cylinders, and tankless water heaters, and they offer a 10% military discount on installation. Remember to get that cylinder filled every Friday until closing for $11. Just in 3881, the Old Wilmington Highway, Verona. Phone 910-346-6384.
If your plans include travel or getting on the water this summer, this reminder courtesy of Waterway Realty in Swansboro. It's a second home, condominium, cottage, or just a little fishing hut to get away in. Waterway Realty can help. Buying a new or second home is one of the biggest decisions you'll ever make, but it doesn't need to be complicated. Waterway Realty, 406 West Corbett Avenue in the friendly city by the sea, Swansboro, can help. Waterway Realty offers personalized service and experience when buying a home and will answer all the questions you may have about schools, transportation, shopping, and all that goes into buying a home other than just the price. Todd Matthews is a local boy growing up in Swansboro and is ready to help you find the home you're looking for. Give Todd a call today, 910-330-8659. Waterway Realty, 406 West Corbin Avenue in the friendly city by the sea, Swansboro.
Tammy Fry Allstate Swansboro reminds you to check your mailbox and find your quote on homeowners insurance. Tammy Fry Allstate Swansboro goes the extra mile to make sure you're in good hands, like helping you customize your home and windstorm coverage with their Write Your Own home policy. Yes, save even more when you bundle your home, auto, boat, motorcycle, and even your golf cart. Remember, if it rolls or floats, call Tammy for a quote. You and everything you own are in good hands with Tammy Fry Allstate Swansboro. Call today, 910-326-5383. Tammy Fry Allstate, 638 West Corbett Avenue in the friendly city by the sea, Swansboro. Check your mailbox today for savings on your homeowner's insurance.
Father's Day is Sunday, June 18th, in case you forgot. So make the Father's Day in your life feel extra special with a gift from Barnes Diamond Gallery. 461 Western Boulevard, Suite 120, Jacksonville. Father's Day jewelry has been reduced 40% on all in-store merchandise except estate jewelry. You are guaranteed to find the perfect Father's Day gift at Barnes Diamond Gallery. With an in-store jeweler, Barnes Diamond Gallery can custom design a special and unique piece just for you. Being family-owned and operated for 41 years, many of our area's fathers and grandfathers grew up at Barnes Diamond Gallery. So why not remember them? This Father's Day, Sunday, June 18th. With a gift from Barnes Diamond Gallery, 421 Western Boulevard, Suite 120, right here in Jacksonville. Remember, Barnes Diamond Gallery pays top prices for gold, sterling silver jewelry, sterling flatware, and diamonds. Happy Father's Day from Barnes Diamond Gallery.
It's live and local Real Talk on Freedom 97.1 WSME.
Tie-Dye Marine right here in Jacksonville on the banks of the New River at 159 Old Bridge Street. Your one-stop shop for all your boating and fishing needs. We talked about fishing last time. Let's talk a little bit about boating. Boats, various types of boats are available. Some new ones, some new used ones. If you like fishing, they got fishing boats. If you like offshore fishing, they got offshore fishing boats. If you like creek fishing, little shallow water draft, yep, they got those too. And if you like to just like have a sunset cruise, maybe get yourself a pizza and a bottle of wine or something and get a bunch of your friends that are here. How do you? And get one of those Aloha tri-tune boats. It's like a pontoon with an extra tune on it down the middle. And you could go downriver after a hard day of working, sit down there and have one of the best afternoons and evenings. You don't have to be speeding along. You can just cruise down there at 2 or 3 miles per hour and just cruise around. That would be fun. That is some of the best. And watch that sunset. Oh my goodness gracious. You won't be the same afterwards. You'll watch the ospreys come over, the birds and the planes. You will watch the CH-53s landing, all coming in at sunset and dropping down there at the air station. What a great sight. Our sounds of freedom and you know, it gives them in their low when they come across. Bring your camera. Always take your camera out there when you go. Sunsets can be absolutely gorgeous. So, you know, there's something for you to do. Tie-Dye Marine. Stop on by. See George or Elise or John or Todd or any of the guys down there who want to sell boats. And if you want some fishing advice, you can ask pretty much everybody else, them too, but you can ask pretty much anybody down there for fishing advice. Offshore today, winds out of the northwest, 5 to 10, becoming westerly late this morning, and then southerly early this afternoon, then southwesterly 10 to 15 later today. Seas 3 to 4 feet, dominant period 6 seconds, sounds and rivers of light chop increasing to a moderate chop later. Tonight, small craft advisory will go into effect late tonight through late Wednesday night. Wednesday, southwesterly winds with that small craft advisory in effect, 15 to 20 knots, increasing to 20 to 25 in the afternoon. Gusts can be up to 30 knots. Seas 4 to 6 feet, about 3 to 5 near shore. Dominant period 6 seconds. Sounds and rivers choppy, increasing to rough in the afternoon tomorrow. Southwesterly winds on Thursday, coming down 10 to 15. Seas 3 to 5. Sounds and rivers only a moderate chop.
Today, mostly sunny, high of 86. Tonight, mostly cloudy, low of 66. Tomorrow, mostly sunny, high of 86 with some gusty winds tomorrow. Tomorrow night, mostly cloudy, low of 66. Thursday, partly sunny, high of 86. And Thursday night, mostly cloudy, low of 66.
Just actually, that's the kind of really nice weather. It's really nice weather.
I agree with that.
86 to 66.
Yes, it's
I
comfortable
like
at night.
I like the warmth during the day, and I like the cool at night. So that makes it really nice.
I thought of you yesterday,
what-
Kelly.
Oh,
I just happened to walk by my thermostat and was in echo mode, and it was set on 82.
Oh, you're killing
But yet
me
it
right
was
now.
nice and cool in my house with the fans going,
Yeah.
the ceiling fans, having that metal roof. I'll tell you what, it was nice. I
Yeah.
almost had to get a blanket. I said Kelly would melt.
Mhm.
at 82, you melt.
I don't like my house hot at all. I don't like it cold either. I keep it set on 70 year round.
If you keep a good breeze going in a house,
Mhm.
you can cool 78, 80 degrees.
I
Feels
keep
like
it on
it's
70 year round.
You know what my
just
electric
put
bill
Fight somebody
was?
to touch that
some
thermostat.
The electric bill I just paid, $85.
That's sad. Well, mine's not 85, never will be, but I don't care. I'll pay that. I'll pay.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's much lower than mine,
Oh, it's way
Yeah,
lower.
or
than
you have a
mine.
much bigger house than
but
mine.
it's
too.
also much lower this month than it was in the
Yes.
previous months.
Yes.
So I'm happy about that.
Right.
The opioid epidemic is a drug crisis that Pitt County District Attorney Ferris Dixon believes has certainly rocked the nation, as our District Attorney Ernie Lee. We've talked about it. We've talked about it with our sheriff, with the police chief. Everybody agrees this fentanyl mess, opioids overall, but the fentanyl mess is like it's one and done. We've got to get a handle on it. Addiction doesn't care about race or money, according to the Pitt County District Attorney. Well, I agree with that. Data recently released, opioid deaths catapulted in 2022. North Carolina Attorney General Josh Stein says he aims to mitigate overdoses with funds from a multi-billion-dollar opioid settlement. What are we getting? Cartel money now to take care of our opioid problem? Or are we getting money from the drug dealers? I mean, the legal pharmaceuticals. Is that what he's talking about?
All
I
the
guess.
states got federal.
Yeah, I
opioid
know,
money.
but it's coming from, where's it coming from?
The federal government. I don't know where, but every county got opioid money. Onslow got a huge chunk too.
I think those people who are manufacturing opioids should be contributing to this fund. I think they ought to take money from the drug cartels and all drug dealers. I mean, charge them every time they find them with drugs, charge them a big fee.
I hear what you're saying.
I mean, you know what? There used to be, and I think it's still on the books, if you're a drug dealer, you're supposed to pay taxes on it.
Yeah, it's on the books, but I still laugh at this.
I'd like to see them prosecute somebody for it.
Yeah,
I know they seize their property quite often.
they do.
Seize the cars, seize if they've got money, seize whatever assets. If they're using their house or their cars in the distribution of drugs, take it, then sell it. Don't keep it for your own use. That's what they do, unfortunately do too often. You can keep a little bit, but seize it, sell it, and use that money for programs to fight both law enforcement and also in the prison systems. If we could build enough prisons and hire enough prison guards to put these people away and not let them out, put them in. If you do the crime, you're going to do the time, and make that as your one line. If I sentence you to 10 years in prison, you're not going to get out in 6 months or 8
Correct.
months or 12
I agree
months
with
or a
that.
year and a half.
Yeah,
You're going to do the full 10 years.
as it should be.
But the only way we can do that is have enough prisons and prison guards.
Yeah, that's a big problem right
Or
now.
take over in North Carolina, if they would just give us a used up aircraft carrier, like I've said before, take the engines out of it, anchor that sucker offshore about 50 miles, and keep
idea.
feeding the fish.
Oh,
Let them put dirt on the deck. Let them grow their own stuff. Give them a fishing pole, and all of the waste product goes overboard, and we can send out daily aerial flights.
That's an interesting.
Have
concept.
warning. Have
It
warning.
Definitely wouldn't be any jailbreaks.
No, only once.
Definitely wouldn't
Yeah.
be any swimming.
Mhm.
And just feed the critters out there. No bars, no guards. Don't need them.
I agree with that. Yeah,
It is cheaper.
I'm with that too.
So, let them take care of themselves.
All right, I got something.
Yes.
So there's some, the North Carolina Republican Party had their convention this past weekend, and it apparently
Yeah.
turned into a pure hot mess. And the state GOP members there, a lot of them, they voted to censor Tom Tillis based on his vote that included rights for LGBTQ.
Yeah, and
okay?
same-sex marriage.
Okay,
Yes.
now let me. Some local people have made comments that they feel like let me go back. The Onslow, apparently, based on what I've seen on social media, and I haven't confirmed this, but the local Onslow GOP members that voted did not vote to censor Tom Tillis.
Yes.
They
Locally,
voted,
yes.
locally, they voted against it at the convention.
Well, what
Yeah.
happened locally on the county level, a resolution was brought before the executive committee, and you have to have 2/3 vote to even put it on the agenda, and it didn't meet that. So it was a moot point, was not voted on. And then at the convention,
They did not vote as well.
the delegates from Onslow County that did attend, there was a great deal of them that voted against the censor.
Okay. And someone had sent me a post that someone had made claiming that the Onslow GOP is not following the party platform. So I was like, well, what is the North Carolina Republican Party platform? Because I did not know. So now I'm trying to figure out what the hypocrisy is, or is this a form of bigotry? I pulled it up, and right here it says, I'm going to go with this one little paragraph. We're the party of individuals and the institutions they create together, families, schools, congregations, neighborhoods, to advance their ideals and realize their dreams. We are the party that encourages equality for all citizens.
Equality.
For all citizens. Now, this is not my words.
Does that mean the LGBTQPZ?
Well, it's
group?
supposed to, but
Uh-huh.
now I didn't write this. The North Carolina GOP wrote this. Okay. So I'm a little confused by some people's actions. You're either encouraging equality for all. It doesn't say for all citizens except LGBTQ. It doesn't say that. It says we are the party that encourages equality for all citizens and embraces the inherent value of every single human being God creates, born and unborn. Okay. As a party, we denounce bigotry, racism, sexism, anti-Semitism, ethnic prejudice, and religious intolerance.
Uh-huh.
Once again, some I feel a few have not followed. But I'm going to go back up to, so you're mad that the local GOP did not vote to censor Tom Tillis, and this bill had more than just these things in
That's
it. Like this was a
correct.
bill had a whole bunch of stuff in it. So you're mad that he was for the bill, which overall is going to do a lot of good. And you're mad he was for it specifically because it talks about LGBTQ rights. Yet your own party's platform says we are the party that encourages equality for all citizens. So I'm confused,
They're
you
hypocritical.
naysayers. Which is it?
Totally hypocritical.
It is beyond hypocritical. I don't know what word is worse than hypocritical.
I got some, but I can't use them.
Well, yeah, I
it all
mean,
comes down to interpretation, and because you've got a
you
small
can't
group.
interpret this.
Well, I know,
We
but
are
what
the
I'm
party
saying
that
is
encourages equality.
you have a
for
small
all.
group that wants to take that and say this is what it means. So therefore, you're wrong.
Well,
And-
for
but-
all citizens means for all citizens. Otherwise,
exactly.
if you don't want LGBTQ in there, then you need to put we are the party of equality for all citizens except LGBTQ. But this is, in my opinion, this is just, this is, you either love everyone or you don't. But why would you not? Why do you
Well,
care?
we discussed it earlier in the week about this, and we were discussing the fact that Republicans have abortions.
Yes, they
There
do.
are people that
I
have
know a whole
abortions
bunch
that
of
are
Republicans
Republican.
that have had abortions. Yes.
There are Republicans that are gay.
I know plenty of those too. Yep.
There are Republicans that are transsexuals.
There's Republicans who are not Christian. I know some of those.
We
too.
know some Satan
Yeah,
worshipers
I mean, I've seen a
around
whole
here.
lot of things.
Yes.
But my point is, how can you go on and you're mad at people for because is it because they didn't vote the way you wanted them to, or are you truly that hateful that you hate a specific group that don't even affect you at all, at all?
Let's go back to, I mean, what right do you have to judge the way I live?
I have no right. That's what my point.
Exactly.
Yeah,
And that's what these people are
But
doing.
I was sent something this morning, and it says on here about how that the local Onzo GOP leadership that went to the convention this weekend did not vote to maintain party platform. But I just read the party platform,
right?
And the party platform says in black and white on this computer from the North Carolina GOP website. Y'all can all go on there and look it up. I didn't
That's
add
right.
any words.
It's under their
And
preamble.
it says, we are the party that encourages equality for all citizens. So which is it?
I'm
You're
telling
either
you
for everybody
right now,
or you're just full of hate.
I'm telling you right now, and I'll probably be the subject of the next video. If I had been there, I would have voted not to censor Tom Tillis because,
Absolutely.
grow up and get real. Every single congressman or senator that you elect is not always going to vote the way in your mind that you think he should. This to me sets a precedent. Every time somebody doesn't agree with what you say, let's censor them.
But that's childish.
And a censor is
just
actually
childish
nothing more
behavior.
than just saying we don't agree with what you did. And if I was an elected official, I got a censor, I just ball it up, throw it in the nearest trash can, whatever. I was elected to do the job to represent all the people, not just the Republicans, but all the people.
Well, not according to some people. They think you
Yeah.
only have to go by. But once again, so if y'all are going to talk about the Republican Party platform, you might want to go on here and actually read what it says, because you are actually going against what the platform says.
So therefore, they should be removed and censored.
Apparently, yes, because you aren't following the platform. How are you going to be mad at the Onslow County GOP leadership that, by this definition here, they followed the platform by voting not to censor Tom
Well,
Tillis?
read what Ronald Reagan said, and it's the very first sentence in that preamble. It says that once America is too great for small dreams. Throughout this great nation, people from all walks of life have dreamed of freedom, opportunity, and the chance to leave this world a better place for the next generation. And the North Carolina Republican Party unequivocally defends that dream.
Well, clearly not. Where in there did it say except for LGBTQ?
It clearly, if you're
where does it say it?
According to some Republicans, if you're gay or homosexual, transgender, if you practice same-sex marriage or if you get an abortion, then you're not worthy of being a Republican. And you know what? This is what's killing the Republican Party. It's imploding it.
I agree with that. It's just stupidity. That's what it is. It's just pure stupidity. So I had to get that off my chest. I've laid in my bed for a week now. I am climbing my
Reading
way
too
out of the
much
hole.
social media.
I am about to be on fire because I keep seeing these comments. But how can you say they are not for our party's platform when I just read the party platform and this is equality for all citizens?
Well, I will say the Republican Party, their belief is on the traditional marriage and family, a marriage between
Then
one
they
man
need
and
to
one
change
woman.
that.
Yes.
That second paragraph.
Right.
Then spell out the way you want it. Then go back. Then and that's fine if that's what you want to do. Then you need to take out that for all citizens, because that's a double. That's like a dichotomy right there. It makes no sense. You're saying this here, then you're saying that there.
Well,
so somebody needs to go back in and make a change.
Right. I understand what you're saying. It's all an interpretation, but I understand completely what you're saying.
Equality for all citizens means for all.
That's
Look up the
right.
definition of all. It means all. So you're either for everybody or you're for certain people. And if you're only for certain, you better spell out in here what certain people you are.
Well,
The Republican Party in North Carolina has become an embarrassment. Bottom line.
I don't think the party has. And I'm
Some,
not,
let
and
me
I'm not one.
rephrase that.
There
Some
are
of the people in there have become a pure
who
embarrassment.
have become so right-wing
Mhm.
zealots.
And if you're not an extreme right wing, then you're a rhino. All right, I'll probably wear the hat. I'm a rhino, whatever.
Well, this
You
whole
know,
ethnic
I'm a
prejudice
moderate.
thing. Some of them were yapping about that Abdul guy, who I don't even know who he is. And is it because some of the comments were about his ethnicity and his background.
It was a private
So once
comment
again,
chat that
yeah,
got
in that
started.
private comment chat, I saw it. Yes.
And it got published, but they were questioning his Christianity.
Mhm.
They were questioning if he was Muslim, and why did him and his brother have two different last names? Well, they were both
why do you
adopted
care?
out. What business is it?
What does that have to do with whether this guy can do whatever he was trying to do?
Well, it's like I was telling Rayford the other day that he was running for vice chair, and he was challenged hard and there was a lot of ugliness in the whole thing. I think he got the short end of the stick. I think he was treated badly. But when it came time to vote, they ran out of time to vote. So they were going to do it through an app. Now there's a whole bunch of like TikToks and stuff out saying that the North Carolina Republican Party officers that conducted the vote cheated and was rigged and
Yeah, I saw
blah, blah, blah. Why? Because your guy didn't win. But Abdul got up the very next morning at the executive committee meeting for the state and ended up taking his name back out. You know why? He said, it's not worth all this division and all this fighting. We've got to come together.
And that is sad. And the Democrats are going to capitalize on that. And they're instead of fighting
Yeah,
the Democrats, they're fighting each other, which is sad. It's petty. It's
Mhm.
childish. I've seen children act better than this.
Oh.
And I've read those comments on that private thread.
Yes.
And my opinion of a lot of those people in there has totally changed. Some of them are just full of hate.
Mhm.
And they need to go to church and pray.
I agree.
So, all right. That's all I got to say. I got to go anyway.
All right, we're going to take a break. You're live and local, Real Talk, Freedom 97.1, 1120 a.m., WSME. We'll be right back.
If you plan to rebuild, remodel, repair, or do cottage or home improvements, Williams Hardware, 3011B Bridges Street, Morris City, should be your first stop. Williams Hardware carries power tools and equipment, chains and fasteners, plumbing and electrical supplies, along with Gerber, Buck, and Case knives. Williams Hardware is your helpful, handy hardware store. Williams Hardware cuts glass to size and cuts and threads pipe. When the chores are done and the cleanup is finished, light up that Wilmington grill from Williams Hardware. Williams Hardware, 3011B Bridges Street, Morris City. Open Monday through Saturday from 7:30 to 6 p.m. and Sundays for your convenience, noon till 5. Phone Williams Hardware, 252-726-7158. Hey, remember June 18th is Father's Day. This reminder is brought to you by Flatwoods Outfitters of Hubert. Serving our area for over 40 years now, did you know Flatwoods Outfitters is Onslow County's oldest firearm dealer? Whether you're there to purchase a rifle or shotgun for hunting or competition or a handgun for personal security, Flatwoods Outfitters is our area's most complete firearm facility. Flatwoods Outfitters features a great selection of name brand long guns, shotguns, and handguns to choose from, and offers Onslow County's only outdoor range to practice and safely learn how to operate your firearm, which Flatwoods Outfitters highly recommends. The range is open from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Saturday, and 12 to 4 on Sundays to practice or sight in your scope. Flatwoods Outfitters, Onslow County's oldest firearm facility, 111 Second Amendment Lane, just off Highway 24, between Jacksonville and Swansboro and Hubert, where they aim to preserve our hunting heritage, wildlife, and constitution. Phone 910-353-7593. Remember, June 18th is Father's Day.
Mohawk All Pet Protection and Warranty is the only copper protection and warranty for all pets, all accidents, all the time. Because your pets are family members too. No matter how you live, we've got you covered. Soft, luxurious, smart strand, forever clean carpet. Gorgeous, durable, solid tech, luxury vinyl tile. Mohawk has the ultimate floor for every room in your home. It's suitable for all pets. For details, contact Watkins Floor Covering online at watkinsnewfloor.com. Watkins Floor Covering, thanking you for voting them the the best of the best for 2022 in the flooring, covering, and carpet cleaning category. Watkins Floor Covering. They're more than just floors. It's custom showers, custom tubs, carpet cleaning, backsplashes, bathrooms, commercial, retail, and home flooring too. Watkins Floor Covering. Family owned and operated since 1997 with locations in Jacksonville and Surf City. Watkins Floor Covering. You stand on it, we stand behind it. Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning, your trusted local carrier indoor weather team, serving all of your heating and air conditioning needs since 1967. Now offers residential and commercial duct and dryer vent cleaning, and now offers expert residential and commercial plumbing service. In case of a power outage due to a storm or for any other reason, be prepared with a Generac generator for your home or business. Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning has Generac generators in stock, ready to install today. Remember, better breathing comes with cleaner air. Let Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning improve the air quality in your home or business with professional air duct cleaning. As always, Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning is available 24/7 for all your heating, cooling, and plumbing emergency needs. Turn to the carrier experts, Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning, with locations in Jacksonville and Hampstead. Visit online, humphreyheating.com. And follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning since 1967. Relax. We're on the way.
It's live and local. Real Talk on Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM, WSME.
And Kelly has taken her leave, and she's left the building. And Lee and I are still here. 2 people have been arrested after last week's shooting here in Onslow. Sent one man to the hospital. Last Tuesday morning, the Onslow Sheriff's Office responded to the area of 108 Shady Street, Lot 5, it's a mobile home park, in reference to reports of shots fired. They found Daniel Morales, 20, had been shot and taken to the hospital with serious but non-life-threatening injuries. He's expected to fully recover. Apparently, he knew the shooters. One guy turned himself in last Thursday, I guess it was. And 18-year-old Kanya Lorenzo Shepard turned himself in, was taken into custody and charged with common law, attempted murder, robbery with a dangerous weapon, felony conspiracy, discharging a weapon into occupied property, and assault with a deadly weapon inflicting serious injury. He's in jail under the $300,000 bond. The other person is a juvenile. He's under 18. He's been arrested, and he's in the is charged and is in custody for his part in the shooting. Appears to be an isolated and targeted incident, they say. But anyway, they got him.
Well, it's bad that it happened, but it's good that it was targeted and not a random.
Yeah, that random stuff
That can really be bad. Most definitely.
Yeah. 8 Lejeune students, 8 high school students there at Camp Lejeune, they passed a national exam and became certified nurse aides prior to graduating.
Terrific.
Yes, this is in the Jacksonville Daily News. That's a good story. Passed the National Nurse Aid Assessment Program exam with perfect scores, an accomplishment that has made them college and career ready.
Congratulations,
congratulations,
job well done.
God. Yes.
And my granddaughter chose not to graduate this June. She's in senior. She's taken some extra courses that'll run her through November of 2024.
Oh,
but
really?
when she graduates, she'll graduate with an associate degree.
Oh, good.
So I'm so
Excellent.
proud of her.
Yep, that's
She's a good
way
girl.
to do it.
Kelly and I were reading earlier, and we came across some breaking news for those that watch a lot of TV and movies. Treat Williams,
Yes.
he's a 71-year-old actor, was killed yesterday, early this morning in a motorcycle accident.
Yeah. Somebody pulled in
It's
front
so
of him.
sad. I think the most recent thing is he was on Chicago Fire as Severite's dad, and Benny Severide, for those of you that watch. And then he also played in Chesapeake Shores, which was a limited series that was on and just ended
Never
last
saw
year.
that
So,
one.
yeah. So, like a soap opera.
Yeah, it's a shame.
But it's sad. I was like, my goodness.
So much going on. They apparently there are dozens of missing women and girls out there in the Portland area. as in Oregon. And they're beginning to wonder if maybe they are related to perhaps a serial killer.
I
Another
read
one
that last week.
out in the
I'm like,
Pacific Northwest. That's kind of like where, a whole bunch of similar cases have occurred over the decades. I don't know. If you got that many missing people
Well,
over a period of time.
Yeah, I'd be calling in the team from Criminal Minds. They're good at that. But,
Yeah.
So today's the day that Donald Trump goes before the federal courts to be arraigned and charges
he's
read
supposed to
against
show
him.
up and he'll do his thing.
And Florida had a presser yesterday. I did not watch it. I wasn't really interested in watching it, discussing about all the safety and security measures that they were taking and the streets they were going to have to close down. And it's going to cost our taxpayers a lot of money for that.
Yeah. Gavin Newsom responded to the Trump stuff. He has not been uncritical of other top Republicans like DeSantis. Said he's saddened by the Republican frontrunner's scheduled trial in Miami. He said, "It was sad, and I say that as an American." What? That's like kind of weird.
Yes, it is weird.
Other Democrats are celebrating this. A lot of the naysayers. I don't have a closed fist, he said. I had an open mind. We actually had an incredible relationship during COVID. I seem to remember some of that.
I'm dreading this 2024 election year. I'm just dreading it.
And again, I'm wondering when the trial can actually get underway. Does the federal government have enough right now? Because a person has a right to a speedy trial. And whatever they've got, they have to turn over to the defense in discovery. And I would, if I was in Trump's shoes and I felt strongly that I was not guilty, I would want to get this put behind me so that I can move on with other things. The problem with that philosophy is they'll come after you for something else, as they have been doing since 2016, since he took office. Actually, since 2015, when he announced he was going to run, they kept coming after him for this, that, or whatever. And again, folks, I do not support Donald Trump to be the next president of the United States. I don't know who I'm going to support, but it's not going to be Donald Trump.
I am not making any decisions until it's time to go vote.
Unless it's between he and Joe Biden in the general election next year. Then I will have to make a choice. And not like it or will like it. I don't know.
Well, miracle could happen between now and then. Somebody fabulous, wonderful could jump in.
Yeah.
But I'm sure we would already know by now.
Unless it's Clint Eastwood. I don't know who it would be.
Make my day. I'm just really, I'm really kind of taken aback on the Democratic side. So far, they've had one Democrat throw his hat into the ring. One, RFK Jr.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to tell you what, I've listened to some of his stuff lately, and, you know, he sounds sane compared to what we have on the other side.
Everything else we've got going on, he's probably the sanest individual out there.
Yes.
On so far. I don't know. I mean, Chris Christie's burned out. He's no good.
I'm just.
DeSantis is questionable at best. And Trump should not be. I just don't know who else it would be. What's the guy from South Carolina?
Tim Scott.
Tim Scott. I don't dislike him. I don't know enough about him.
Right.
And
that's where I'm at right now.
If he's serious, I will examine him. But I just don't know enough about him, to be honest with you.
The thing with Ron DeSantis right now is he's so anti-gay, and I mean, look how he's going after Disney, because Disney's very woke now. I just don't know if that's the way to bring the people out, or what? I don't. It's like Kelly said, it's like the group we have here in Onslow County. I mean, you think that Ron DeSantis would fit right in with him, but
Don't know. Speaking of
Yeah.
group, we got to take a break. You're live
Yeah,
in
we
Local
do.
Real Talk. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
Have you gotten your copy of Topsail Times newspaper this week? If not, did you know that Topsail Times is Topsail area's only local newspaper in print? Started a little over a year ago, we now have over 1,500 online subscribers and 5,000 printed copies that go out every 2 weeks. And we never charge our readers. Information should be free to our readers, and we stick by that. Looking for an idea for date night? Want to learn some local history? How about asking a veterinarian about your pet? These things and more are available in each copy of the Topsail Times newspaper. Want to get the word out about your business? We offer great rates for full color ads, and the online paper version is always included for free. Need help designing the perfect ad? We can do that too. We're always looking for human interest stories, so start writing. And we love local photos too. Check out our website at topsailtimes.net, where you can find out where to pick up a copy or check out our latest publication online.
Welcome to Lane & Associates Family Dentistry, where we love to make you smile. Now proud to be working with Doctors Kim and Tommy Morgan, formerly Morgan Family Dentistry. The Jacksonville and Richlands Morgan offices of Lane & Associates Family Dentistry blends the latest technology with personal care and attention, so you have an amazing dental experience. The offices of Lane & Associates welcome all ages and accepts all major insurances, including military. Lane & Associates Family Dentistry has been serving the state of North Carolina for over 40 years, with 2 locations in Jacksonville, Richlands, and Maysville. Call for an appointment today at 877-LANE-DDS or online at lanedds.com. Welcome to Lane & Associates Family Dentistry.
Good morning, you bad, beautiful bosses. This is Carrie Cobb, your boss mortgage broker from Empire Financial, NMLS 1987537.
And good morning, beautiful people. This is Donna Riggs, your local realtor, here with LPT Realty in Onslow County and the surrounding areas of North Carolina. Your boss tip for today is to stop renting and start owning, because now is the right time to buy a home. Contact our team and let us help you approach the home buying process the boss way by building opportunities through simple solutions.
Text or call your lender today at 910-382-2188 or your realtor at 910-340-0224. Empire Financial, NMLS 2108504. Equal opportunity employer and housing lender. Visit empirefi.com for terms and conditions. www.nmlsconsumeraccess.org.
At Sound Furniture and Appliance in Cedar Point, they are proud to have been in the furniture and appliance business since 1965, and their goal is to continue to offer the best products and services to their customers at exceptional prices. Whether you are furnishing your year-round residence, beach house, condo, or office, they have the furnishings to fit any style. Their sales and design teams offer professional and personal service with product and fabric selection. Sound Furniture and Appliance, 600 Cedar Point Boulevard, Cedar Point, carries name brands such as Sealy, Lazy Boy, and appliances by Sub-Zero, Wolf, Code, and Hashizaki. Financing and local delivery are available. Sound Furniture and Appliance open Monday through Friday from 8:30 till 6 and Saturdays from 8:30 to 5:30 p.m. Phone 252-393-8130 for Sound Furniture and Appliance in Cedar Point.
Attention property owners, are you fed up with bad tenants, under market rents, and late payments? At Fountain Management, we provide unrivaled levels of expertise and all the tools and services you need to make owning a rental property easy and profitable. Are you ready to talk about taking the management of your real estate investment to the next level? Well, contact us today. Fountain Management, 910-455-1609. We will make owning your rental property simple and rewarding.
Southern Touch Painting, Maintenance, Power Washing, and Roofing specializes in residential and commercial interior and exterior painting. In fact, they paint most anything except cars, including homes, businesses, apartment complexes, decks, and they do minor repairs, wood repairs, pressure washing, waterproofing, and more, including storm repair and cleanup. Southern Touch Painting, Maintenance, Power Washing, and Roofing, fully licensed, insured, and locally owned and operated by Roger Carroll Jr. References available and customer satisfaction is always guaranteed. So if you want want it painted, maintained, power washed, or need a new roof, call Southern Touch Painting, Maintenance, and Power Washing at 910-939-0749 or visit southerntouchpaintingnc.com. Southern Touch Painting, Power Washing, and Roofing salutes our troops and is proud to be part of the continued growth of Onslow and surrounding counties.
It's live and local. Real talk on Freedom 97.1 WSME.
All right, we're back. I saw this little podcast thing or something that you ladies sent me, I guess, last week or sometime. And it's You're That Guy or whatever. Is that what it's called? Something like that.
Yes.
And up there on the what we used to call the character generator overhead, it had the YOUR, that guy. And you said that you heard that they were asked about that. And I said, oh, no, they did that because it was different and yada, 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 right?
That's what I heard.
And it was intentional, which I'm not buying at all. So I don't know. If you're going to do something like that, we do things on here that are intentional. But any of the mistakes that you generally see are going to be because I've done something dumb.
I've had my turn many of a time.
So, I don't buy that. But if you're going to do something, change it, correct it. That's what we've done here from time to time when we find out something's wrong up on the board or on the wall or wherever, or somebody points it out, or on our website or our Facebook page. We go through and we'll fix it. I'm not embarrassed to repair something that's up there.
Oh, I just noticed this morning on a post I put on there yesterday about the Big Rock, the first two boats coming in. I just noticed this morning that, and this happens a lot when you're typing, you put one word in and, and it doesn't recognize it, and then autocorrects changes it, and you don't go back and check before you hit the submit.
That's the worst thing in the world.
The one boat that brought in the 472 Marlin, the name of that boat was C, the letter C, dash student, which I think is funny. C student. And I got looking this morning, and I had put C dash Marlin, and I'm like, what? So I corrected it. This morning, but I didn't see it until this morning, which I try to go back and check for grammar and spellings at the time I do it. But I completely missed that one. So it's been corrected if anybody's watching.
Yeah, for some of the stuff that I post, and I don't post very much anymore because I've got two other ladies who like to do that. And I got other things to do like rest.
Yes.
So
we stay on top of it.
So it's good, but when I do, and then I'll just pretty much hit automatic go, and then that computer changes what I did.
Oh, my
then I
cell
have to
phone
go
does.
back and go into edit.
When I'm texting.
I don't use that.
But
That thing,
it's
I
a
hate it.
common rule. If you're texting somebody and something comes out wrong, just try to figure it out and go on.
Yeah.
No need to be critical. We have all been there.
Yeah. But it's kind of like language, and when we're talking, and
yes,
we say things or whatever. So it's whatever
Yes,
it
it
is.
is just.
Okay.
We're not professionals. I think we do a lot better than some of the local people I've seen on
We've-
the
we've-
news.
We've come to the end of our show tomorrow.
Yep.
And join us in here, Dr. Rosemary Stein at 7:30 in the morning.
That's
And
right.
then we've got Scott Lane from the
Another
Carter
fishing
Community
tournament.
College Foundation. The Spanish Mackerel Tournament is coming up. It's more than just a Spanish Mackerel Tournament, but that's what it was originally called. I think they call it now the Spanish Dolphin Tournament.
Oh.
So, but there are other fish involved as well. So we'll find out from him tomorrow some more details about the rules, because I had not read them the last time I talked to him, and I was confused. I know better now, and I've got a full copy of the written rules. And one of the confusing parts was that because I was the wrong website. They changed the website, and they got old rules in the website and old stuff and old this. And I'm like, why hasn't this been updated? So I was confused and disillusioned. And let's go back to me being confused. That was the
Well, for
bottom line.
anybody who's bored today, doesn't have anything to do, get on the Big Rock Facebook page and watch that. I'll tell you what, since it was so bad, the weather was so bad outside yesterday, I turned that on and I had it on the entire day.
Yeah. And you hear
Until
that static.
7 o'clock.
Hear the static in the background right there,
Mhm.
right? That's the Big Rock VHF radio.
Yes.
It's feeding down the internet, and they don't have the cleanest feed in the world
Right.
going. But you can listen to it online.
Yes.
You just keep it down in the background if you want to.
I have that on and in the background, and then I have the Facebook page, which, or you could use the YouTube. You go Facebook. Once they go live, then you go to YouTube, and I put it on the big TV. But I love it. I love stuff like that.
Yeah. It's news in the making. It's
Yes.
it's really honest to goodness breaking news throughout the
Yes.
day.
I hope to be there tomorrow, so we'll see.
All right. Well, good for you. You're live and local Real Talk here on Freedom 97.1, 1120 a.m. WSME. We'll be back tomorrow morning, about 22 hours. Stay tuned.
SMU, Camp Lejeune, W246CJ, Jacksonville.
Fox News. I'm Chris Foster. Former President Trump will be arrested and fingerprinted in Miami this afternoon before a court appearance on federal criminal charges.
I just say not guilty. I didn't do anything wrong. Did nothing wrong. Presidential Records Act. It's not even a criminal event. There is no criminality here. It's ridiculous.